Here we are. There you
Hello.
are. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay.
I can hear you great. I'm laughing. So for those that are in listener land or wherever you tune in from into this radio station, sorry, wherever you listen to this podcast. So our mics, like when we listen through the headphones and the mic, I hear everything in my own background amplified. And so like I'm at my brother's house right now recording because I'm in this crazy I literally brought Wyoming to North Carolina. Like
You
I
did.
just
We're
genuinely
having
I just don't know what's and now the wind, Tressa, the wind is so bad. Like my brother has a log splitter and it's literally staked down, the tarp is, and the tarp is gone. Like that's how
wow.
bad the wind is. And so, anywho, so I'm here recording and it's funny because he has a cat and Sheila the cat, and Sheila has this like water bowl that's like, I'm not a cat owner, so if cat owners are out there and you're like, duh, but it's like this little fountain. Cats are so
Oh,
bougie.
yes.
Cats are
Yes.
bougie. They've got this beautiful little tower they live in, right? They've got like
Their
these like
water
fucking
fountain.
fountain water bowls. Like my dogs would be like, what the fuck? What is this? Like, and she knows she's looking at me right now. She didn't come get me, but I've been helping take care of her because my brother's gone. And anyways, I just can hear the background. Like I can just hear this water dripping. Like I'm like, I don't know. I don't think they'll hear it when it's edited, but it's so
No.
funny because like if you guys could hear, it's honestly pretty soothing, but it also sounds like someone's urinating. So as I'm recording, I just hear like, anyways. So that's some insider knowledge, folks.
It is crazy, like, how much these mics pick up.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
And I don't hear anything in, like, Tressa's space. Like, even
Yeah.
when I was going back and editing the episode from last week, because yeah, last fun. But I was editing it and I couldn't hear anything, like, going on. But when you're in it and you're sitting in it, I hear everything in
Mhm.
my surroundings. So, like, I know that Tressa can hear my kids in the background some, but, like, when I hear it, it's like they're right here, like, literally beside me screaming in my ear. And so you're just, like, nervous, right? You're like, "Oh god, can
Yeah.
they hear that?" Like, I don't know what you can hear or not hear, but it's crazy. And then, like, this for people that are in corporate, if you ever get on a Zoom call or you use Teams, Teams is amazing at blocking out background noise, and so is Zoom. And the only frequency I've ever had actually pick up on a Zoom call or a Teams call is the frequency of birds. It's birds. Like, if I take a call
Mm.
outside, you hear
Mhm.
and it's like a
Yeah.
bird party, and everything else, like, I've had Draco scream in the background one time, like, I mean, hardcore high pitch, and I was on a Zoom call, and the other guy's just, like, keeps going, and I'm like, I said, "Man, I'm so sorry." It's like, "Dude, I don't know what you're talking about." So that shit blocks it out, but these
Yeah,
mics,
he couldn't
nah,
hear it.
nah, these mics pick up
Yeah,
everything.
these mics are
These mics pick up everything, but it's just funny thinking
that
about the
is funny.
difference.
Thank goodness for editing.
But yeah,
Yeah,
editing is beautiful and
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah.
And Myra, I don't do that, she does it.
Hey, I've gotten really good at it. I'm proud of my
Mhm.
editing skills. I'm like, all right, let's go. I feel like I'm unlocking my middle school version of myself because I used to edit YouTube videos and weird shit when I was in middle school. Yeah. But this was before
Yeah.
YouTube was YouTube. Okay. This was like
Right.
Charlie Bit My Finger days, or like if anyone's listening and you remember Candy Mountain, okay? Like it's like old school YouTube where it was completely uncharted, and now it's something different. It's a totally new
Yeah.
world. But yeah, it was old school days. I used to edit
I'm
myself
just
as a middle schooler. Why I needed to do that, I don't know, but I did. I did.
prepping you for now.
Yeah, I would make skits. I would do this is so random. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I used to make like parodies, and I would write songs and we'd make skits and we would record them and post them on the internet, guys. Okay. Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, look at me go." But I was meant for like the TikTok now before TikTok was ever a thing. But yeah, now everything on like the cute sketches on TikTok and stuff are all so curated, and like people do these cute dances and stuff, and like back then I was like wearing a grill with like aluminum foil, or like
Yeah.
in my living
Amen.
room, like wearing mismatched clothes and jumping around. Yeah. These kids these days don't even know, Tressa.
No,
They
they
don't
don't.
even know.
They have
They
no
don't even
idea.
know. They have no idea
No.
the untapped world it used to be. Pure
Rotary
pure
phones, so that's what came to my mind. And then you put one number in wrong and you're like, "No, I have to
and
start all over."
start all over. Yeah, it's so funny, and, like, I what did I have? I had VHSs the other day, and Nola goes like, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a VHS." And she's like, "I don't know what that means. Like, I don't understand what that means." And so I had to explain to her a VHS, and that was just so weird to me because I feel like most people know what a VHS is, right? Or like a VHS player and
Yeah.
like, but she don't even know what a flippin' like a Blu-ray disc is, to be honest.
No.
'Cause like
No.
I have like boxes of Blu-rays and boxes of DVDs and things, and I don't use them because we stream. And so she's never literally watched us put in a disc, send
Right.
it in. Yeah,
Yeah.
like she don't even know what a CD is. That's to be honest, she's never even seen that. So
Well, no. Why would she?
no, it's just crazy. It's like, oh man, I'm old.
I know, I
I
was,
don't-
like, dusting last night, and I was like, "Why do I still have this DVD player hooked up?" Like, I haven't used that thing in I don't even know.
Yeah.
There it is, still hooked up to my TV, and I dust it every week. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah, we actually got rid of ours. We finally did because we have PlayStations and stuff like that, and, like, on a PlayStation, you can watch a
Oh,
Blu-ray. So,
okay.
like, if we ever
Yeah.
we have never, but if we ever needed I honest this is kinda crazy, but I keep my DVDs in a box in our storage unit in case we're in apocalyptic times. Maybe I'll need the DVD. I
Maybe.
don't know.
I know, maybe that's why I'm keeping it. I'm like, "I don't know, I guess I'm not ready to get rid of it yet."
Yeah, like, I have a form of a way to watch something. I don't know, and I think so I love, I this is my nostalgia, is I really liked local video stores, like, going in and renting a DVD or
Mhm.
renting a VHS, and, like, those are very fond memories for me, and I can actually smell the inside of the local like, I can smell it right now, like, the inside of it was called Fox Video, and it was a family-owned business. Like, we would go or I'd beg my dad to go. I'd beg to, like, go pick out the movies, and you go see the new releases, and then I thought I was cool because I would try to find, like, an indie movie or, like, independent or something no one knew about because I don't know. That's my vibes. And so I would, like, try to find these weird and funky movies and indie movies. I don't know, I loved it. I love that. I miss that. That was fun. Like, it was like a Friday night activity or,
It
like,
was. Yeah.
go with your friends or, for me, it was asking my dad. I couldn't drive then. So that's,
Yeah.
or what I was asking my father. And then you'd run into your friends there, or like I would see my buddies and I don't know. I miss that. And then I
Yeah.
remember when it closed and they sold all the DVDs, like I bought several.
Uh-huh.
And so I think that's why I hold on to them
Yeah.
because it's like these aren't just like I didn't just buy them from Amazon. I bought them from
Yeah.
the video store. So I don't know. I don't even know. I'm nostalgic for that today.
Hold on to that energy that brought you joy. Makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah, I can
I used to
smell it.
work at the video store. That
Did
was my
you?
yeah, Rent-A-Flick.
Oh, I love that, but that's so
Yeah.
fun. It's
Yeah.
so fun, and, like, I think that's what I miss the social part of it, I think. Like, how fun is that? Like, you probably saw so many people. Everybody wanted to come get a movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so you saw
100%.
people, you could talk to people, you could rent the movies, talk about them. You know what?
Yeah.
I miss community. I think that's what I'm nostalgic
That's
for.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
community. Everything that I think about is like running into people, seeing people, visiting people. Even the same with the movie theater. Like we have a local theater here. And I remember it was just fun because you would look and see who was there.
Who is there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And now it's like, oh, it'll come out on streaming. I don't
Yeah.
know. And I'm grateful for streaming. It is convenient. There is a convenience, but I miss community. I think that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, there's something about it going to the theater. Oh, hi, kitty.
Yeah.
I knew. I was like, "She's gonna show up. She's gonna be part of the episode."
Oh, look at
What's her
she's
name?
beautiful.
Sheila?
Her Sheila.
Gosh, look at her. She's
She's
so cute.
beautiful.
She's
Yeah,
beautiful.
she's a pretty kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she also wants to kill me, I think. I think she wants to eat me. So if you
Well, if she
listen,
does it today, we'll have it recorded.
I know there'll be witnesses.
There'll
We
be
have
witnesses.
witnesses of the attack. Yeah. Uh, she likes to perch here. And like I helped take care of her when my brother was out of town. And one day I came through the door and she literally was standing there like this, like perched, waiting to pounce, and he has it on he has cameras in his house, so he has it recorded, where I'm, like, literally terrified for my life, and I thought I was gonna die by Sheila. So,
Death by Sheila.
death by Sheila. It'd be a pretty way to die at least. But, yeah, so she's just gonna this is worth it. If you guys listen to us regularly, go find this episode on YouTube because you can just look at her,
Yeah,
like,
you could see her,
she's
and
more
she's
entertaining than me,
doing
like,
something with her paw.
yeah.
Fun. Well, I don't know. We were like, "What the hell are we gonna talk about today?" We came up with some random stuff.
Yeah,
Well, we wanted to talk a little bit about, like, the Year of the Snake kinda winding down in the next, what, week, I
yeah, we're
think?
here in the stretch.
Yeah, yeah. So how have you been feeling about that?
It has been intense. I will say so, like, there's a couple things happening right now. Like, if we talk about planetary placements and, I'm not even gonna go super deep into that, but, like, if we think about just a weekend ago, we had the full moon in Leo, okay? And so, like, a full moon is a time of release, and it was the last full moon of the year of the snake. And so there's a whole lot of releasing happening in this window. And it has for me personally, I haven't been able to sleep as well like I would like. I honestly am a pretty tired, like, go to bed kinda girl, and, like, last night I was up till 2 a.m. That is just not normal for me, and so I feel like my sleep has been super disruptive. Obviously, I've experienced some really crazy weather patterns going
Oh
on,
my gosh, you have.
and, like, it has just been really tense, and I feel like we've all been a little irritated is the word, I think.
Yes.
Everybody's been really irritated around me, people I know. I feel like that's going down. I even was just really honest with my daughter today. Like, I told her, I said, "Listen, I love you so much. I love you so much." And I said, "And I love spending time with you." I was just honest. I said, "This has been difficult because we have had 0 separation."
Mhm.
Like, I've had
Yeah.
0 separation, and I love being with my children. I do, but I do believe in that healthy separation where
Yes.
but, like, it's at the point where, I mean, we've been with each other and all of us around the clock. Like, like, I was, trying to do my meditation yesterday morning, and they all came and sat in front of me. I mean, like, I can't do anything, and, but I also realized, like, they just wanna be in my energy and my space, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm beyond grateful for that. But, like, I was doing my makeup today, Tressa, and my husband, my kids, my dogs all sat right there, and, like, I'm like, my gosh, and I love people, but I'm a free spirit, okay? And the more people hover me, I just can't. I'm actually grateful. Thank you, internet, because I needed like, there's
Yeah,
no one
you
in this
needed
house.
it.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
I'm like, "Oh my lord, I can be alone with this cat and live my life." Like, I can't do it. I have, like, a bowling point. So, I've really been trying to tap into it, and I've had bad headaches, and, like, I've been online. I'm chronically online. I'm not proud of that, but it is what but part of the online things that I enjoy are sense of community, like what I talked about in the beginning, right? And there is a form of community online, and I've read collectively that there are a lot of people feeling exactly the same way, which does not shock me, but it's just confirmation, right? It's just confirmation that people are feeling this way. There's a lot of intense things are heightened, things are going crazy. Crazy is just an easy word to use, but one of the things too that I also experienced during this time is I experienced my period during the full moon. So I'm very exhausted. Like I am so tired, but then I can't sleep. So it's been this like energetically, this just really disoriented feeling and phase for the last
Mhm.
several weeks. But I understand the why. And so I'm really giving myself grace through that and just really holding a lot of awareness for myself. And that's why I just was honest with my child. Look, I'm like, hey, if I've come off a little snappy, I apologize. And I've really even Blake said that same thing. He's like, I've really been thinking about what I'm saying before I say, especially these last couple weeks, because it's been just so
Yeah.
tense. And, even she's getting irritated and Draco's screaming and going crazy, like no one's sleeping, and so like we're all different people and we're all different in different phases, but we're all going through this cycle together, right? And so I've just really listened to myself and my body, and I'm not freaking out. I'm not getting upset. And I'm really thinking, okay, so like there's a reason this is going on. what am I needing to release before I can transition to the fire horse? And I also, as I'm talking now, and I thought about it yesterday morning, I had a session with Tressa this past week, and we talked about loving where you're at. And I actually think that that's my lesson right now
Mhm.
because part of the snake, and this past year was a wood snake, specifically is about healing patterns in your life, ancestral patterns, really shedding those things. Like, I have done so much fucking work this last year that it's like, oh my God, like a fire hose of work, like internally, and it makes sense. It makes so much sense. And I think really these last like couple weeks for me has actually been more of like embracing the space that I'm in and appreciating where I'm at and learning to love this moment for what it is and to just really show gratitude and to just be present right now. Because like for me, like again, my year was a fire hose of healing, and then but I also like to move at a fire hose, or yeah, a fire hose space. Like I want it all in one moment.
Yeah.
Like I'm like a let's go.
Yeah.
Like let's
Turn on the
fucking go.
valve. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't linger longer. Like we're going.
Mhm.
If I'm making the decision, let's roll. And this has really taught me to pause and like just appreciate it. And when the fire horse does come, shit's going fast for everyone. It's not just me. It's not just Tressa. It's not just Jim Bob down the road. It's going fast and it's going to impact everyone differently. And so it's coming and it is going to happen. But I think that for me, I need to be able to be here in the now and in these last few stages of the snake and in the nine, right? The ending,
Mhm.
it's a
Yep.
9-year ending before the new beginnings can really take place. And I need to really build my foundation. Like we talked last week about mind, body, soul. I was very honest about that in the session that I had with Tressa. It was very revealing about that. So I need to, before I want more and more and more, I need to just use this time, be present, embrace it, and then really work on mind, body, spirit as the foundation because this shit's kicking up and there is no
Yeah.
stopping it.
Yeah. I agree. It's funny you brought up I just dropped my pen, but I wrote down was Wednesday.
Hmm.
I was so agitated and irritated. People I usually adore were just I wanted to throat punch them. Like, I'm like, "You're so annoying." Like,
Yeah.
I just was literally not fit for public consumption. I say that
Yeah.
sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And it was the wildest thing, and I had a client that night, so I got to the studio, and Ella, our amazing front desk little gal, she's so
Hmm.
darling. I was telling her, I'm like, "Oh my god, I just wanna hurt people today, like, everybody is on my nerves."
Yeah.
And, she's like, "Oh, that's so funny." She's like, "Leslie was feeling that way too." And I said, "I'm gonna go out to the animals." So Leslie has 2 mini cows and Hugh, the
Hmm.
donkey. Hugh is like my soul. I just love him. Well, the day before, I'd gone out and Hugh ran from me, broke my heart in pieces. So I'm like, I was telling Ella, I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go see the animals. God, I hope Hugh doesn't break my heart today because I can't take it."
Yeah.
So I get out there, and I'm not even joking, Myra. They all 3 must have felt me, like, they came right to me. All 3 of them,
Yeah.
like, and kinda circled me, and Hugh was letting me pet him, and Maeve was licking the shit out of my hand and
Yeah.
everything around, and it was just like, "Oh, thank you." Like, it was just like I needed them to help me ground or whatever.
Yeah.
They just were s and so I was so grateful that they didn't blow me off, especially Hugh. I couldn't take it, but the irritation I had was just something I hadn't felt in a while,
Mhm.
you know? And it's funny because you felt it, like I said, Leslie, who owns the studio I work in, was
Mhm.
feeling it. And so you're right. I think it is, but I never thought about it really until you started talking, like maybe that was another shedding. And sleep. I never, ever have insomnia. Very,
Mhm.
very rarely. But it was Monday night. I woke up at like 2 something. Who knows? My dog or had to pee. Who knows what was happening?
Mhm.
And then I get back to bed and I just couldn't shut anything down. Could
Yeah.
not. So I lay there for like an hour
Mhm.
just watching the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm one of those people who likes sleep. So I'm like
Mhm.
counting how many hours I'm not going to be getting.
That's what I do too. I'm with you.
I'm like,
I
damn it.
started doing math. I literally
Oh,
woke
me
up this
too.
morning and said, "Blake, what was our math on our hours of sleep last night?" Because we both were awake. And so, like, it was the first thing I did. So I'm with you. I need to know the mental math of how much, where am I at? I need to know my hours.
Yes, I know. I'm like, great. Well, now I'm only getting 7 hours.
Yeah.
Usually like 8. Okay, mind, shut up. Shut up. But I was
That's
finally
funny.
able to get back to sleep. But that hadn't happened to me in a long time. Yeah, I'm ready for this shedding to be done. That's
Me
for sure.
too. I really am ready, and I mean it. I'm like, I was ready about 4 months ago, guys. That's just how I am. I'm like done with this shit. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I learned the lesson. I got it. We got it, bro. And so just really trying to embrace this next couple days and just really lean into whatever's happening. And like, that's what I'm taking away from this for myself because
Yeah.
I need to, and I'm trying to enjoy the quiet before things ramp up. And I know that there's a ton of planetary placements that are coming into play over the next few weeks. And there's a lot of things out there about like, especially mid-February. And there's also an eclipse in Aquarius on the 17th. So you're gonna have an eclipse and it's gonna
Is
be
that the and that's the
and
changing time, right?
that's the
Yeah.
same day. And so,
Yeah.
like, you've got
I thought so.
2 energetic shifts happening on the same day. And so that's all happening together. And then, like, I've seen things that are like by the end of February, things are getting crazy. This month's supposed to be intense. So who knows? But it's supposed to be intense. I'm not going to be shocked. I'm not
So far it
shocked.
has been.
Yeah, it's been since day one, and yeah, so I'm like just trying to hold your own space, folks. Get acquainted with who you are. Be grounded, hold your energy, protect yourself because just it's getting there. So that's what I'm taking from it is I need to work on my foundation to just keep me prepared for when this shit kicks.
Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, anybody who's listened to us for very long knows that I live for the mountains and the
Mm,
trees, but I went 2 times last week,
mm.
both Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going again today and maybe tomorrow. Like, it's just and then the animals, I've felt
Yeah.
really strong need to be with Mother Earth more and stay
Yeah.
really, really, really grounded, even more than I normally do. So I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm jealous. It's been so cold and frigid and gross and, like, I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
get
for you.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, Nola has horse lessons, and she does riding. We haven't even been to the barn in, like, 3 weeks.
Just
And
'cause of
so,
the
like
weather.
yes, so, like,
Yeah.
she hasn't been able to ground or connect, and,
Mhm.
like, her horse at the barn his name's Simon. He's like a golden retriever of
Oh.
horses. I love Simon. He's a good boy, and I enjoy it. It's my time. I go with her, and I go and I pet the horses, and
Yeah.
I sit outside and if it's warm, I take my shoes off. I ground at the barn. I go just sit out there. I mean, I have nothing else to do. I mean, it's
Yeah. No, I love it.
like I
Yeah.
enjoy it, and I haven't been able to do that either. And so I can feel it. And, I think as you were talking, so my kids are at my mom's house right now because we don't have internet and stuff. And Blake took them over there to see my mom and visit because I haven't even talked to my mom. That's how crazy these last few weeks are. We've only been on text level basis. I talk to my mom every day on the phone. So like she's like, "Hey, haven't heard from you." And I'm like, "Hey, haven't heard from you either." And so, but I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna go visit her trees when I go. I'll meet
Yeah,
them
there
over
you go.
there. I'll go see the trees because I'm like, I need something.
So the other thing we talked about bringing up was, like, every week in my social media feed, there's just certain things that resonate with me that I usually save. So we thought it'd be fun today for each one of us to kind of read one, and then we'll talk about the topic of it. So do you want me to go first, or do
Yeah.
you wanna go?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can go first.
So this was one of the ones I saved this week. It says, "If you're always willing to put your needs on the back burner, you can't be surprised when other people do the same, because the
Ooh.
truth is what you put out, you get back, right? How you treat yourself, others will be treating you that way." And I just thought it was simple, but really good. I worked with a new client this morning. This comes up so much
Mhm.
for most people, but especially women
Mhm.
who are wives and mothers and all of these things, and how much we put ourselves last,
Mhm.
instead of first. And thinking about what you were just talking about, Myra, with like the mind, body, spirit, I think it's just so vital that women especially put their needs in all 3 categories above everything else,
Mhm.
and not put themselves on the back burner. And we lie to ourselves all the time that we're busy or we don't have time. No, you have time for whatever you make time for.
Yeah.
Time isn't linear the way we think about it, but the more that you put that energy out, the more I've found in my experience, time just shows up for you to make that a priority because that's the energy that you're putting out. You're putting out, I am a priority. These things matter. And my experience has been that the universe just provides me time for that the more that I put my energy into it and focus on it and don't allow it to be dismissed or I don't allow it to be put on the back burner per
Mhm.
se. I prioritize those things above all.
Mhm.
And I think it's really important, especially going into this year of the one of new beginnings,
Mhm.
for people to set the stage for that.
Mhm.
You know, doing your own self-care, doing it daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is for you, but really prioritizing what your desires are and what you want to do. I was talking to a friend the other day and I had so much joy. I was just in such a state of joy.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, my word for the year is truth, but I wrote, be bold in my own truth.
Mhm.
Be bold and brave in my truth and honor what I want. And I've really been doing that. And it's just epic. It's like really am living in a lot of joy. I mean, other
Yeah.
than the irritation the other day, but, because I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not allowing you have to do this or you need to do that or those kind of things to enter into my life. If I want to do
Yeah.
it, great. If I don't, not doing it.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that 100%. I feel like the thing that you're right. When it comes to like, there's always time for you to get these things done. And like, I've never understood when people say, like, I don't have time to do this or I don't have time to do that. And I get like the reasoning. That's not what I don't understand. But what I mean by it is like exactly what you said. In my day, there is a million ways that the day can go. And it's how much effort you put into that too, because that's part of it. Like I think about like kids, for example. Kids are is an easy one, especially as women and women that have children. You know, like when I was before I had kids, I honestly think I spent my day probably exactly the damn same. Like I think I see things that joke and it's like I didn't know how good I had it when I could sleep or when I had time to do things or whatever. But my days are cut up almost exactly the same. I not much totally changed other than there's another person and then there's dependencies and things like that happen. Now, what I mean by that too is like so I used to work out a lot. And I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, when I have kids, I'm not going to be able to work out. I'm not going to be able to do any of that or like get my nails done or get my hair done or I won't have time to do da 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 da. And I remember like but it wasn't because I felt that way, it's because of that's what people say or, like, people's
Yep.
expectations or what people tell you are gonna happen or whatever. Or, like, you don't travel as much or you don't go anywhere or you lose sleep or whatever, I don't even know, all these things. Well, I guess at that time, like, I didn't take it on. Like, now I have words for that and I know how to process those things, but in those times, like, I didn't. But I guess my body just naturally and my mind was like, "I ain't gonna listen to that shit." And I usually do whatever I wanna do, but that's just my personality. Like, you tell me one thing and I'll be like, maybe." And so I just didn't take on those expectations, and
Mhm.
when I had Nola, like, yes, did it disrupt a little bit at the beginning? Of course, but I had to get acquainted with this new life. But I worked just the same. I traveled with work just the same or better or more or whatever. I traveled with my child more than I ever
Mhm.
traveled before, and we
Yep.
had no issues. Um, the sleep, I was very fortunate, but I also put out the energy of that, like I really put it out there that, I'm not going to put any expectations on what this is going to look like. And I'm really grateful that I did that because it flowed better because I didn't have like, oh, it's going to be like this or it's going to be like that or we're going to have this or she'll cry all the time. Like, and really, she was a great baby. Like,
Mhm.
I had a great and it was a beautiful experience, and in this time with her, I worked out, I found time to work out. It was, I might have to do it differently. I might not do it exactly the same way, but that's part of evolution and growing. Like, you have to the desire is there, you have to figure out how that time flows into each other, and, like, same thing with my nails or my hair or whatever. Like, it was always there. It was always available. It's always available to happen, or it always gets done. And so, like, now in this phase of my life, I have 2 children, right? And, the exercising and working out and stuff like that, that's my decision. This has nothing to do with my kids and my life schedule. It's me because I'm not putting in the effort. I'm not moving my body the way that I, need. And I don't even want to say should, because I'm only putting the expectation out there, but I haven't added movement back. And that's me. That's on me. It's not anybody else. And there's time for that to be done. There's time for these things to happen. And like, someone told me the other day, like, I don't know how you do working remote and having kids. Is it easy? No, it's not totally easy,
Hmm.
but everything still happens. I work remote. I have 2 children. I record a podcast. I make
Yeah.
my own personal silly content and whatever I want to do, and I record that and edit it and get it posted. My kids are in activities. I'm take my kids to the activities, and like, whatever else. I get my hair done. I don't do my nails right now, but that's just personal choice. And then but I get massages. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it always happens. It always happens. And like, yes, there are bowling points. Like I just said in the beginning of this episode, this has been a little more challenging because like the way that I'm able to get things done with the desire that I have and to prioritize my needs are usually around when the kids' schedules are happening too. And so like I want to give my children my full attention when they're with me and when they're present with me. And it's been a little challenging to figure out how these other things are fitting in when we're all together 24, I mean, like literally
Yeah.
24/7 right now.
No one's leaving. Yeah.
It presents a
It's a
different
little
kind of,
different.
it's a
Yeah.
little different. And so, like, I was thinking the other day, like, okay, well, maybe I should go to bed a little earlier and get up earlier. Like, there's other ways to
Hmm.
like make this happen,
Yeah.
but it has to be the way that you desire it to be. But I agree, everything that I want to accomplish in a day is accomplished because I set the intention that it's going to happen, and
Yep.
time moves that way and it's not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's good. You didn't take on what a little contract, right? Of what people told you your life was going to be, you
Yeah.
know? And I think that's beautiful because, yeah, I've heard the same thing when my friends have had babies or whatever. Other people be like, well, enjoy your sleep now or this or that. And it's like, those are the little programmings or the little contracts that we sometimes allow ourselves to take on. And
Yeah.
you should be grateful that you didn't, you
Yeah,
know?
I didn't, and
Yeah,
everyone said that, and are they babies, and do they wake up and they have to be
sure.
fed? Yes, of course.
Yes.
But, like, Magnolia was at a place where we had to wake her up every 4 hours to eat because she was sleeping on her own,
Yeah.
and I'm that was a blessing for me, but I put it out there. I put it out there.
Mhm.
I put it and that was my advice to my friend when she had her children, and she's like, "Well, how do you do this? How do you do that?" I said, "Don't think about it. Just do it." The more you think about it and put, like, a narrative out there, like, you're already setting this up to it will go exactly the way the narrative says.
That's right. Yep.
And once and she's taking her kids to Italy, freaking babies. That's a, like, what, 9-hour flight? And then
Yeah.
they live outside it, so they fly into Rome. That's another 2 hours to their destination of where his family lives. They've done it. They've done it with little ones. They've driven across the country with little ones. Like, and I told her that. I said, "You have to just do it. Just do it. Don't sit there and cry and wonder and like, what will this be like?" Because she is a worrywart naturally. And like I said, just don't think about it. And it's worked out great.
Yeah. Yeah. Take it. Take the
Take it.
slogan, the Nike slogan, "Just do it."
Just do it. I'm serious. But that's
No,
also,
it's true. Yeah.
it's true, but I'm very bold. I move boldly. I really do. And so like I know that's part of my natural instincts to just do it, literally. But
Yeah.
that's been
You
my
do.
advice to
Yeah.
people. Like, you've got to just don't harp on it. Because if I think about it too, like, if people say like, "Oh, my life changed." Well, my life changed for the better. My life changed in the most beautiful ways imaginable. Like, I love that I'm a mother. And I'm still me, but I'm a different version of me, but not because I
Mhm.
had kids and they changed my life and ruined my life or whatever, or like I don't get to do these things or that. I'm a different me because I've grown and I've evolved with these beautiful souls with me, and
Mhm.
like
Yep.
we're all growing and evolving and life's amazing. And I made that decision to want to bring children into this world, and that's also part of it too. Like the intention's there, and I wanted these souls and I desired this, and we're moving through this life now. I mean, now,
Yeah,
do I wish I could run away for several weeks? Yes. But that
of
has
course.
nothing to do with being a mom. That has everything to do with my initial personality of like running away. I just want to run away all the time.
Especially after being locked up for
Yeah,
2
I need
weeks,
like,
really.
yeah. I'm a very social person, but I have to recharge, and
Yeah.
I've had no recharge. So,
Yeah, I would
yeah.
be struggling too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Alright, my return.
okay.
What's on your feed that you saved?
Well, it went away because it hates me. It's right here, hang on. I saved something funny first. I save a lot of funny things, but it says, "I saw my shadow this morning, 6 more weeks of being a bitch."
Groundhog Day. Oh,
Oh, okay. All
yum.
right. Yeah. Anyways, so this
Releasing.
one, yes, this is helpful. It says the vibration of being who you are and doing what you love is magnetic. You will align everything you need in your life with that energy. See? That
Mhm.
plays into what I just said.
Yeah.
And I love it. Well, I save a lot of things like this because I believe in it. I really do. And I think that like exactly what I was talking about. When you are doing everything that you love and you are being you, like through and through being you, everything else that you need will align. And I really believe that. Like I love doing the podcast. And so everything always works out for me to be able to record the podcast, like with husbands. I only have one, with one husband and children.
Announcement.
Surprise! I could not do that. I would rather have multiple wives, honestly, I think, than multiple husbands. Yeah, I don't think that's not it. But anywho, yeah, so it's like exactly what we're talking about here. I love doing this. I love to do other things. I love my job. I like working. I enjoy to work. I like being in corporate. I like aligning with corporate. Corporate can be an interesting space, but I enjoy it. Like a passion of mine. There's silly memes out there that say like, when I was a kid, I couldn't wait to get on Zoom calls. Honestly, I really honestly probably was that kid. I
Yeah,
really
you probably were.
desired to be this corporate bitch. Like I wanted that. I wanted to be in leadership. I want to run a company. I want to be a CEO. Like I wanted that as a kid. I like it. I think it's fun. I think that it gives me enjoyment. And I've had a really cool year with two thumbs up. Like detaching my identity from that because I think that was the problem. Like it was so attached to identity and like what that meant for me. But now I can actually go back to that childhood feeling of just like wanting to do this. Like I did. Like I like this shit. I wanted to run off and be a journalist in Boston or some shit. Like I don't even know. I don't even know. Like I don't know what I wanted to do. I was a rom-com, or like I wanted that life. I wanted to go do these things. I wanted to, like, hell, I wanted to be on a talk show host. Here I am doing a podcast. Like, I
Yeah,
wanted
I
to
think that's
create,
next.
yeah, like, I
Yeah.
wanted to be, and like, I used to record myself making movies and videos. I would record myself. We had a camcorder and I would play music and pretend to be a singer. I wanted to be a singer. Like, I enjoy this shit. And I think it's fun. And it's fun for me. And that because it's fun for me doesn't mean it's fun for the person beside of me. Doesn't mean it's fun for Cindy Lou who wants to own a cabin in the mountains. And a part of me does too. Some half of me wants
Mhm.
to like delete everything and go hide. Like
Yeah.
I fight both
Yep,
feelings. You know what I
I
mean?
do
Like I'm
too.
over here
Yeah.
like, look at me, and then I want to go cry and hide,
Yeah.
or like whatever. Like duality, right? But I really believe that
You got
like
your thumbs up.
I know, see, look, it loves me. But like I really do believe that the more that I connect to what I desire to do, and like I really lean into that, like I don't feel that one thing takes from another. But there are moments where I believe in that checks and balances system, right? Where you have to have a balance. And like a really horrible corporate term is work-life balance. And I don't believe that corporate really cares about that. But I really just don't. But I think that truly though, like having for me a work-life balance or side quest balance, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, is that I have to set the intention for how I'm going to spend that time and what that time looks like. Now, when I'm chaotic and not grounded and I don't have intentions with my time, things go crazy or things bleed or things are rushed or things are delayed, or I lay in bed at the end of the night and I think, damn, maybe I could have shown up a little differently, either in the job or either as a mom or either as whatever. So it's really, I believe that when you are intentionally enjoying the things, one, I believe when you're enjoying the things that you want to enjoy. Two, when you set the intention and you have, like, you're going into it with purpose and with heart, and it's passionate and it's fun, but that intention matters. Everything does fall into place. Everything does
Mm-hmm.
align. And I'm doing all the things I literally said I wanted to do. Now, am I in Hollywood? No, but I don't want to be in Hollywood. I'm like,
Yeah. No, thank you.
the only thing I think that would make this chef's kiss is to be a millionaire. But, like a couple billions would be chef's kiss, right? But literally, I mean, when you boil it down, like, I'm doing exactly what I said I wanted to do. And
Yeah.
I wanted to be all of these things, a mom. I wanted to be a wife. I enjoy being a wife. I enjoy a partnership with a husband. Like, that's just something I like, and I like
Mm-hmm.
it. And I wanted to um, have a career in, I didn't know it was marketing when I was freaking 5, right? Like, hell, I didn't even know anybody in marketing. But like, I wanted to do this kind of stuff. And I'm doing exactly what I said I wanted to do. And it's all worked out, every bit of it. And I think that it's beautiful, but I think it's because I've chosen to love what I do and be passionate about what I do and actually go for it. And it is magnetic. Like, these opportunities have always shown up for me. Even when I've tried to deviate into other paths, they've brought me right back because it's what
Yeah.
I'm meant to do. And I
Yeah.
believe in that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that's your vibration, right? And
Yeah.
some of the things you said is like, I think when you know your authenticity and you're following that, that makes your vibration higher. And
Hmm.
then it brings you more of that. I get asked a lot too, because I have a job in the corporate world.
Yeah.
I do energy work and life coaching and all of these other things at a studio. And then we record this every week. And people are like, how in the world do you find time?
Yeah.
Plus, I don't give up my self care, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no idea. It just works. Like
Yeah.
it aligns for me all the time.
Hmm.
The Tressa mind couldn't make this happen, right?
Yeah.
But I just let the energies help me. I truly believe it's because it's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It's
I
in
agree.
alignment with what I adore doing, what I love doing, what I know is meant for me.
Hmm.
And then the doors just open, the windows open, everything aligns with perfect timing. Even when a couple weeks ago, I don't know, I had a lot going on. The weather where Myra was, it was horrible. And that was the first time I'm like, oh my gosh, are we gonna, and it
Yeah.
always works out. It
Yeah.
always does, but just for a moment, the monkey mind, Tressa's monkey mind was like, oh no, we're not going to get to do an episode this week. But it worked out. And the funny thing is I was thinking about this too, is when Myra and I worked together, our training ground was, we did a podcast called Authentic Wyoming for the company we worked for. And it was really, I think that was just our training ground to get us here,
Yeah. I agree.
because it was, I remember when we would do it, because Myra's Myra and I'm me, she would just be winging it and I'd have everything noted out. Remember
Yeah.
that? And now it's like, talking about these topics, it's just like we just let it go. I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that. It's just, I'm so much more comfortable. But without that, would I have been ready to do this? I'd probably say no. I think
Yeah.
that was part of it too. And our energy. And it was funny, somebody said something to me last week about our podcast. And it was somebody I didn't know well. They were in the studio and she's like, I just love like the way like you guys are just different, but like your energies fit.
Yeah.
And that was really a beautiful
That's
compliment
sweet.
for us because she doesn't know you. She really didn't know me.
Yeah.
And it was really quite the compliment that she gave because she's like, it's just cool. Like, you guys have different perspectives. You're in different, like, timelines of your life. And
Yeah.
yeah, and it's true. And I think because of that, maybe that's going to be our next thing, Myra. Will be the Tressa Myra show. We'll
Hey,
have a
I'm
talk
ready
show.
for it.
Me
I'm
too.
ready. I'm
Yeah.
open. Universe knocking.
Yeah.
I'm
Here we are.
ready.
We're kind of
I'm
manifesting right now
yes,
together.
I'm here for it. I'm about to cry. Yeah, I need
Yeah.
it. Fire horse, anyone. Hello,
Well, it is
hello.
the year of new beginnings, Myra.
Yeah, it is.
So
This
maybe
shit's
like
popping
we're
off.
putting that out there, right?
Oh my gosh.
Spiritual and sassy talk show. Can you
Hey,
imagine?
I'm ready. Call me
I already
Cable.
got some guests in mind.
I'm ready. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm open.
I may
What?
have to have a little more glam. I get on these looking like a homeless
Oh,
person sometimes, but
no, you know what? Actually, I got 2 thoughts. Hang on, I got 2 thoughts because I wanna put a pin in that one. But the other one is about our podcast that we used to have, Authentic Wyoming. And something else I wanna call out is, yes, I do believe it was our training ground because I learned how to do this and get comfortable with it, and we used to only record voice only.
yeah,
And then
that's
we had
right.
to get comfortable being on the camera and, like,
Hmm.
what do we look like? What are we doing? How does this look? Like, because before we could, like, look at notes or whatever if you had notes or and I used to keep notes because I had to introduce a guest and then I would always forget their names. I don't know why. Even if I knew them. I,
That's
I
right.
think I think that to me though is a sign of like when I'm very comfortable and when I'm just being me and I don't have to be so scripted, I don't do well with scripting. Like I get like, I don't know. But that podcast was so hard to fucking schedule. And it was
Yeah.
so hard. It was so hard to schedule. And like it was I think that that is a challenge when you have guests. It's easy. It's little easier in quotations, not
Yes.
easy when it's just the two of us. But either way, though, I feel like, yes, it was a training ground, but it wasn't going to be forever because
No.
of how hard it was to schedule. And then when we get guests on, the guest, we always had some kind of technical difficulty. Like, I don't know a time
Yeah.
that an episode went fucking smooth unless we brought a person physically into the office and we had all full control. Like it
Yes.
was
Yeah.
just always something. Like it honestly did really well. And I like that. I love that podcast. I'm grateful for that podcast. I'm grateful that it's there, it's out there in the world. I mean, unless someone goes and deletes it. So like whatever messages that needed to come from those people and those communities that's out there and it's beautiful. But like this one just goes so much smoother. Like it's so much easier and it feels easier and like it aligns better and like it's not scripted and we can talk and be ourselves. And so like I appreciate that moment in time for the training and like I got acquainted with the platform and I'm comfortable with
Yeah.
this platform now. Like I
Yep.
know how to use the platform and like that is a skill that I don't think I would have had otherwise, right? But then I want to talk about glam because I agree with you. And I have been really trying to like put out not crap. I shouldn't say crap. That was bad. But I've been putting out content on my personal TikTok. And I've been doing it because I've been just like being fun. I've been trying different avenues. I've been funny. I've been talking about the planets. I've been doing this or that. And like I have our podcast tagged on it. And like I've been watching traffic come to me to the podcast. Like there's these two, and I'm doing this in parallel, like trying to like be crazy and weird. And then like, if you want to hear more from us, blah, like, or like, if you like this, blah. And so, but when I've been recording myself, oh my gosh, the other day I had a thought and I'm like, why the fuck didn't I do this in my 20s? Like, I'm like, look at my eyelids. And then I had to tell myself, I'm like, at the same time, like, the beauty of this is I'm a real person. I'm a fucking
Hmm.
real person. I'm
Yeah.
a human being. My eyebrows are not perfect. My eyelids have creases in them. I
Mhm.
don't wear a lot of foundation. Like I wear like let me tell you, this platform makes me look more shinier than normal. But like I really like I look smooth. But what I wear literally tinted moisturizer. I don't even wear like a true foundation anymore. And I like smudge it on. And then my makeup routine is so much less than it's ever been. And I was recording myself the other day and like I could see my lines in my face and then I could see like the this and that. And then I told myself, like I said, I'm human. I'm human. Like I don't know. A lot of the people that produce content out there are beautiful, beautiful people, but I don't know what they do and I don't need to know what they do. But like what I know about myself is like, this is me. Yes, I wear makeup, but gosh, I like makeup. So I can do whatever, that's great.
Yeah.
But like this is me. I don't always curl my hair. I don't always wash my hair, folks. I don't always do this. I have breakouts. I have large pores. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so so it's funny you brought that up because I was telling myself when I was about to post a video, I'm like, damn, this has really highlighted all my things that I need. But then I'm like, does anyone give a shit? I don't know. So like, I then, it's getting comfortable with myself. So I've appreciated that part of it too. Just like,
Yeah, I think that's important. I think that's part of why people are so fucked up is what they see on social media or perceive they're seeing, right?
yeah.
Like I had a person I know post a picture of themselves the other day, and I'm like, that's not what you look like. Like, what are you doing? Like, it was like, I looked at it like, what are you doing? Like, I've never used a filter. I don't even know how. I
Yeah.
don't. And I don't want to know how
Yeah.
because, I think I look pretty beautiful for my
I think
age.
you
I
are.
really do. These
Yes,
little
yes.
lines, it's fine. But I'm like, what are you like? Yeah, it was like a fake version. Like the face was like porcelain. And I'm like, that is not what you look like. What's wrong with you? But I'm like, oh my gosh. And it made me, then I started thinking how sad because, like, is that like, she doesn't feel comfortable enough with who she is to
Yeah.
just put out the truth of who she is. And she's beautiful. She's a
Yeah.
beautiful person, beautiful
Yeah.
woman. But this is the perception that people are putting out all the time. So kind of joking, but if we get a talk show, I mean, I'm going to have glam.
No, I mean, hey, I would like my hair fixed because I don't. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. But yeah, I agree. And I
But,
think it's just everything's so curated. And,
mhm.
but, I think this is, I don't even think I know. This is the switch. This is the switch. I feel like everything's going to start changing. And
Yeah, I
I
do
think
too.
we're going to start seeing less and less of this curated life. Like we're going to
Mhm.
see less and less because the thing now is, and AI is AI, right? And that's a whole nother discussion. But where there's so much AI, it's difficult to even tell
What's real?
what's real. And like I saw the other day, there was a podcast in quotations of this spiritual guy. And he's in the spiritual community, whatever you want to call it. And the podcast was him sitting there talking, and it had his daughter in quotations speaking. It was fucking AI. It was
Mhm.
AI. And I know it's AI, but it was just so weird and creepy to me. Like
Yeah.
they gave a whole person a family and had the daughter quote back. Like he was asking her about the law of attraction and she was like Nola's age. And like, I'm like, oh my God. And I mean, maybe actually it's like, that's kind of, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I could ask Nola some questions, but it was just weird,
Yeah.
like, and then they had him sitting in a cafe talking to a guy, like drinking coffee. And it was cool. It was cool. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, no, like it's just getting harder and harder to discern what's real and what's not
Yeah.
anymore. And I think that the people that are just truly themselves, and I mean, I'm going to put this out here now. I think this is the fall of the Instagram influencer. I think it's
Mm.
ending. I really
Yeah.
do. I think you're going to see this stuff start closing because like I've noticed this is kind of a tangent here. We've been on here for a minute, but I've noticed like behaviors have changed. My own behaviors have changed. Like I'm not out here buying a bunch of random ass shit. Like yes, I've healed some parts of me that really attached to the consumerism,
Mhm.
overspending, whatever.
Yeah.
I've healed those parts, but I've also noticed like I don't even have and it's what I've noticed too is the shit that I'm influenced by now, and I use influence in air quotes here too, is so much different than the shit that was being pushed out there and the content that I was in like digesting in my 20s and before my 30s. And like, yes, I know whoever listens to this, especially if you're older than 30, you're like, haha. But really though, seriously, like I think this is important because like these people were influencing my generation, me, and they were older. They were in their 30s, they're in their 40s now. Like they had a whole different life and they were in two different spaces, but like they were relating and trying to push these ideas and like what you need and what you don't need. Their content has totally shifted.
Mhm.
And now they're coming out like, I don't even feel comfortable doing this anymore. Well, probably not. Like, I just think this is part of some of the planetary things too, like illusions are going away. And
Yes.
so like the other day I bought lotion and I was laughing because I told my friend about it and she's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen someone use it." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I actually saw a witch use it with her spells."
Oh,
And
you did? Yeah.
I was laughing and I'm like, "Damn, the shit that I'm influenced by now." Like I like, but this is the thing though, like, I was in such a headspace that I couldn't understand how to separate that, like, the projection of what these people were putting out there, like,
Yeah. Mhm.
what the home life should look like or what clothing you should
Yeah.
own or what designer things you should have or what this and that and this and that, and I was in such a space that I was not my mind was not there to stop it. And that kind of sounds silly, but it's the truth. Like I just wasn't there to stop. It was like fuel to the fire, right? Like I was so sad and had not done anything on my inner work. I was just eating this up, right? And now you couldn't even pay me to follow these people. Like you couldn't even pay me. Like, and that I was thinking about it. I'm like, wow, I've changed. When you think about like change and you see this little thing, I'm like, God, I've really changed. It's
Yeah.
just,
It's good.
you ain't gonna catch me.
Yeah.
I just don't buy into it. I don't do it. I just can't. And so I think that this is the shift we're going to start seeing around realities and the people, and people are waking up and
Yeah. They are.
they're seeing like, what the fuck was that?
More and
And
more. Yeah.
yeah, and so the interest of the public, and I mean, this is all shifting. And so I feel the more real you are and your authenticity, you're going to survive this in whatever capacity it is.
Yeah. I don't think you survive without it,
Yeah.
honestly. I think it's just the energies will make it.
Yeah.
Like this year, I felt this myself. My guides have told me this, and then I've heard from other metaphysical teachers the same narrative of like, this is a year where everything will be pulled back. So you
Yeah.
better be in your truth because you're
The
going to
truth's
have to
coming
face
out.
it regardless.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The truth's coming out.
Yeah.
So get
We've already
there.
seen it.
Yeah.
If
You're
anyone's
seeing
even
it.
turned the
It'll
TV
just
on.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, that authenticity and having discernment right now is going to be really vital. Discerning from yourself what is serving you, what is true for you, right? Because there's a lot of deception out there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, good job. This was awesome. That was fun.
We're like, "What do we talk
All
about?" We go
random.
for a
But
fucking
hey,
hour.
we talked for longer than normal. So until next time, keep your vibration way high.
And stay sassy.